Let's get busy. Today's video, this rant, is I want to give credit to the everyday people that make life go round. And if I'm leaving out any profession, please forgive me. I want to give thanks and praise to the fast food workers, Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, Subways, etc., etc. Domino's. Okay, I want to give thanks and praise to the Uber drivers. Okay, I want to give thanks and praise to cab drivers everywhere, bus drivers, train drivers, okay, construction workers, um, the guys that have to hold the stop signs, the stop and go signs when they're doing road work. You know, they standing up there, rain, sleet, snow. You know, with they water or they drink or their little lunchbox. And you know, in between that, you know, the only thing they have their mind occupied is maybe their phone. You know, and they're making like $11 an hour up here. They advertise that as a job, and you know, you think, would you even have your dog do that? Would you make your dog stand out for 8 hours out in the rain or in the burning heat? You probably wouldn't. But yet, we human beings do it and we give them low pay. But just examples like that. Um, School teachers, medical workers, obviously, you know, and I'm gonna give a shout out to the police too. Like I said, the firefighters, the police, nurses, doctors, surgeons, counselors, people that work in shelters, people that work in the grocery store, the supermarkets. You know, everybody today looks up to celebrity. I get annoyed by it. I do it. We all do it. Um, Human beings always seem to feel a need to look up to something that they think is greater than themselves. So there's a need for celebrity in that way. It's kind of replaced church in mainstream society. Celebrity and music has pushed religion to the side as the new thing of worship in society. And when you clearly see this, it becomes annoying. It's like, you know, the Matrix, when you swallow a certain pill, you see you see what's going on, but you also become enraptured in it because I'm a sports guy, and that's celebrity. I like music, that's celebrity. So we're all enraptured in it. But in doing so, we have forgotten to show proper respect to the people that are doing things on an everyday basis that make our life go around. Farmers, electrical workers, people climbing the poles and storms and trees are going down and snowstorms, and they out there in the middle of the night, 3, 4 in the morning, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, freezing their ass off, taking chances. I mean, the people that clean up carcasses off the road. There's a lot of dead deer on the road where I live at. Dead deer, carcass everywhere. Somebody got is responsible for removing that. No, hardly nobody wants to sign up for that job. And why I want to give all these people this props, and if there's any profession I left out, janitors, sewer workers, any dirty job that nobody really wants to do. People that work in sewage processing plants and things that we don't even see, that's tucked in the back of society in the woods or in the back somewhere, and nobody sees, nobody drives by it, nobody knows it's there, but it's there. It has to function in order for us to live and be healthy. The reason why I want to give these people these props is because a lot of these positions are underpaid. We overpay celebrity. Okay? We overpay politics, which is also part of celebrity. And we underpay the valuable workers that we need every day. And we undervalue them. Just doing Uber, you see how people talk, how people treat, you know, even a simple job like that, get you from A to B safely. People take that for granted. Like any myriad of things could go wrong with a crazy dude or crazy female driving behind the wheel and crash you or whatever, but just the point that you got from A to B safely for a reasonable price, you know, try to tip. Tip your waitresses, tip your drivers, tip anybody anywhere that you know is doing an underpaid job. Instead of looking down on them because you know you need these people, you need your cashiers in the grocery stores and in the supermarkets. You need these people to get dirty and fix your car, change your oil. You need people to clean the toilets where you work at or places you go, businesses. Try to tip and put yourself in their shoes. And for the perspective of this, how many of us as young children, where they feed all these moon and stars dreams to every young child through television, dream to grow up and be assistant manager in Burger King? Who says who I'm that's what do you want to do, boys and girls? I want to be assistant manager in Burger King. You might have one in a million who auntie works at Burger King and they look up to that auntie and they know that's what that auntie does or that uncle does or their mother or father do, but that's a rarity. They're not going to say they're going to shoot for the moon. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a rock star. I want to do this. I want to do that. Even a fireman, but kids don't grow up and say, yeah, I want to go around and clean the toilets and the urinals. What do you want to do, Johnny? Uh, I want to stock the shelves in BJ's. Oh, that's a fine profession, Johnny. No disrespect to anybody stocking shelves in BJ's or doing any of that type of work anyway. I'm just using that as an example. That you, the person who's stocking shelves and pulling stuff in Amazon and working in warehouses, even that 16, 17, 18, $20 an hour is not enough. Okay? The delivery guys, FedEx, UPS. Okay, I worked for FedEx. Not for FedEx, but for a contractor of FedEx. Oh boy, people, you don't know what they go through to get you these packages. You don't know. Especially if you delivering package. Well, I'm not gonna say it's any more difficult than working in the city. That's got its own can of worms, I'm sure. Going up and down flights of steps with packages, parking, getting tickets, and all that. But in the country, you fighting the sun. You delivering packages out in the country. You backing that truck in the dark driveways. That's what you don't want to do. So you racing around trying to get off these packages. You like a vampire because as that sun go down, that's your life. You trying to get them packages off before like 4:35. You know how hard that is, man, to get off 120 stops, 130 stops by yourself. You are the helper. You the driver and the helper. Especially when they put you in a box truck. I know about that. Anybody who watching this, I know about that. I know they put you in a box truck with no shelves. You struggling, packages flying around, and you gotta go back there and find the package. Hope it's not broken. You going to deliver packages. It come 2, 3 Rottweilers from behind the house. And now, luckily, I was familiar with dogs. I used to carry treats. I used to have to carry treats through. I know what y'all going through, man. I know what y'all going through. Everybody want to worship and the celebrity and the razzle dazzle, but if it wasn't for these people doing these real jobs out here, nobody's life would be what it is now. It'd be way worse. Way worse, man. So I just want to say, man, show some more respect to these professions. They starting to get more respect through different television shows like Pimple Popper. When you got some big ass shit growing on your arm, you appreciate that person that could take that off. You know what I mean? And now, professions like that are starting to get more light. But doctors have always gotten a certain amount of respect. You know, How many reality shows are there about security guards or janitors? You know, ain't that, come on now. But these people that go out here and do these jobs to take care of their families the best they can, then their family members turn on the TV and see all this fucking razzle dazzle and yachts and mansions and all of that. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I know how special you are. I know what you contribute to society. Truck driver, everybody. I know what y'all. It's the silent contribution. Okay, it's the unseen contribution, and not being thoroughly compensated. That's just the way this world seems to be set up, and we're the ones that are doing it. I was one of the people that always say, "Oh, it's them, it's the government, it's them people, it's them banks, it's these people." No, it's us. They couldn't do none of that without our cooperation and our buying into that philosophy. That because this one is singing and dancing on stage, they're a million times more valuable than the person cutting up your meat or the person serving you dinner or the person that cleaning the toilet. So you go in there, you smell it. Oh, it smells good in there. Oh, man. Somebody did a hell of a job cleaning. When you go in the bathroom and you get that feeling, how much is that worth? When you eat a good meal at a restaurant, or even you going through a fast food and they cooked it to the best it could be. The fries was fresh. Everything was how it's supposed to be to that level. They did it with a smile. If something went wrong, they extended extra courtesy. Come on, man. How much is that worth? That's only worth $10 an hour? Come on, society. And I'm going a little longer with this video because this is passionate for me, man. Show these people some respect. Let's rally together and get all of these people paid more money. If America is so great, why do we have professions that pay $8 and $9 and $10 an hour in this country? With no bennies, like my boy Ed like to say, no benefits, no bennies, baby. Come on, it's us. What do we keep going for the political rigmarole every year? They run on the same bullshit platforms. But we still got people here making $8, $9, $10 an hour, legal citizens, people born here. Immigration is another issue, but I'm talking about the people that's born here, got lineage in this country. Come on, man. And the reason I say that is because they restrict entrepreneurs. Like, for an example, I wanted to get a food truck in New York City. They told me they're not issuing no more food truck permits. I said, what do you mean you ain't issuing no more? Because everybody that I seen had one was a foreigner. Real talk. What do you mean you're not issuing no? Well, how do I get one? How do I be able to go in business and sell coffee and donuts? Well, you have to purchase one from someone who has it already. And they're not giving that up for nothing less than $100,000 because of the money that you can make. But why are they restricting permits like that? But here you got some young man at 15, 16-year-old that got to find a way to feed his family. Maybe his situation is effed up. And he could go out there in front of a school or a hospital and sell coffee and donuts and feed his family, but you won't give him a permit? A 21-year-old, okay, if you want to play the age thing, a 21, 22-year-old, young man, young woman, they can't get a permit to sell coffee and donuts? Come on. This has to change. America's supposed to be so great.